Chancellor Sir, Pro-VC Sir, academics, esteemed guests of honor, distinguished faculty members, and dear students. It is with immense pride and pleasure I extend to you all a very warm welcome to Sister Nivedita University on this momentous occasion. Today, we are deeply honored to receive and host Professor Shannon McKean, Professor of Practice at the Wake Forest School of Business and Executive Director for the Center of Analytics Impact, and Professor Anando Mitro, renowned professor in the field of communication and studies, University. Their presence today is a testament to the strong ties of friendship between our institutions. It marks not just a visit, but the beginning and deepening of a partnership grounded in mutual respect, knowledge exchange, and shared goals for a brighter future. At Sister Nivedita University, we believe that education knows no borders. It is through interactions like these that we enrich our academic perspectives and foster global understanding. Professor Shannon's visit opened a valuable opportunity for a dialogue, one that can lead to impactful research collaborations, exchange of student and faculty knowledge, and lasting cultural ties. To our students, I say, let this movement inspire you. The world is becoming more interconnected every day, and learning from leaders and scholars around the globe is essential in shaping global citizens of tomorrow. Once again, on behalf of the entire university community, I warmly welcome Professor Shannon McKean and express our gratitude for taking time to be with us. We look forward to fruitful discussions, shared insights, and strengthening of our bond over the next couple of days of his stay with us. Just as a plant thrives with attention and nourishment, so too does a community flourish with shared responsibility, guidance, and learning. I now request our honorable dignitaries to come forward and water the plant as a token of new beginning and enduring growth. May this moment remind us all of our role in fostering a greener, wiser, and a more compassionate world. I request VC Sir, Pro-VC Sir, our honorable guests to come forward and water the plant. I would now request our honorable VC Sir to come up to the dais and felicitate Professor Shannon McKean. Thank you so much, sir, for doing the honors. I would now request Professor Dr. Shubhendu De, Pro VC Sir, Academics, to come up to the dais and felicitate Professor Ananda Mitra. Thank you so much, sir. I would once again request our Honorable VC Sir, Professor Dr. Dhrubajyoti Chattopadhyay, to deliver his inaugural address.
Very good morning to my dear students, the scholars, our faculty members, and definitely the distinguished guests over here, both from our university as well as from abroad. Indeed, it's a great pleasure for us to have with us Professor Shannon Mackin. And as you can see from the name, that he is an executive director of experiential learning and innovation, and the professor of practice in the Wake Forest School of Business. Now, there is an interesting story behind his visit over here. In 21, during the COVID period, we are having webinars actually. And during that period, we also have the webinar where Professor Ananda Mitra, who is a professor of media and communication from the Wake Forest University, also participated. And at that time, we had quite a bit of interaction with Professor Mitra, and we have requested that whenever he will come to India, why don't visit our university also. So from that 21 onwards, after his visit to Sister Nivedita universities, we were discussing about the different ways how we could have bonding between the two universities, Sister Nivedita and Wake Forest University. And during that time, Professor Mitra also mentioned that he may be instrumental not to build up a relationship with only Wake Forest University, but with the other universities with which he is connected. And we're really thankful, Professor Mitra, that you kept your words, and you may be very happy to know right now he is our person in United States who are responsible for our friendship with different universities in United States and other countries. So thank you, Professor Mitra, for accepting this particular position. And then naturally, Professor Mitra started to identify people from different places. We already have one particular research scholar from Michigan State University, and who is with us for almost 2.5 months. He's going to work jointly research in the Department of School of Media Communication with Professor Buro Shiva Dasgupta. And today, actually, we have one of the interactive session with her. She's in the area of mental health right now. Now then, the second person who actually he identified is Sharon Mackin. And thank you, Professor Mackin, for making your time to come over here. It's a very interesting career, if you could find it out. I am sure as a introduction to Professor Mackin, so I'm not going to actually tell you all about it. I can just mention that after the National Education Policy 2020 been announced, one of the major area which has been given a huge amount of importance is the experiential learning. And when we're talking about the experiential learning, it's absolutely is going to set up a completely new culture, new pedagogy in our student-teachers relationship also. Because there we could find out the student-centric pedagogy is going to be one of the major thing to be considered. And also to learn, normally what we could have is that the teachers delivered lecture, the students have to understand that, and then they have to remember those things. But here, when we are talking about experiential learning, the learning is completely through that whatever actually we are going to teach you is through some type of in science we call it experiment, and in other areas we call it experiential learning. That is, say for example, in management and other areas, case studies are something which are absolutely necessary. For law, it's absolutely necessary. Case studies are something through which you can learn quite a bit. And this experiential learning is completely changing this educational scenario for the last couple of, I think, 1 or 2 years. The other thing which has been given a lot of importance is the analytics. You know that analytics is right now not a subject of statistics. It's not a subject of computer scientists. It's not a subject for the people who are dealing with different types of technological advances. Analytics is something which is very close to the economist. Analytics is something which is very close to, right now, if you call it for the business school, for the schools, people who are actually working in the area of other aspects of, say for example, commerce itself. So analytics are continuously coming up in our study, and how these analytics are going to be there. Whenever we come to analytics, it's not only AI. AI has got artificial intelligence, has got so many different aspects. AI doesn't mean only ChatGPT. ChatGPT is just one thing, but AI has got a huge amount of importance when we are talking about analytics. This analytics, the analytical mind, is something which is closely related with experiential learning. And I'm sure that with this discussion, and while Professor Mackin is going to stay with us, he's going to tell, he's going to get us to know about how he is looking at it, how he is actually practicing analytics in this particular education system. Change this education scenario completely to a different sectors. And Mackin, for giving us the opportunity to hear from you in this aspect. And thank you, Professor Mitro, for helping us to have Professor Mackin with us. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for your invaluable words on experiential learning and role of analytics. I would request Professor Dr. Shubhendu De, VC Sir, Academics, to deliver his speech.
Good morning, esteemed colleagues, distinguished guests, and dear students. It is my privilege to formally welcome Professor Shannon McKean, Executive Director of the Center for Analytics Impact at Wake Forest University, for the inaugural ceremony of the fortnight-long engagement. Professor McKean, thank you for traveling so long to be with us. It's an honor and a moment of pride
Hello, hello.
Yeah, I was talking about what an honor and a moment of pride this is for Sister Nivedita University to host someone of your distinguished background and expertise. We are also delighted to have amongst us today Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Anand Mitra, Professor Shantanu Ray, who is the mentor of the School of Business, and other esteemed dignitaries. This only shows what importance we give to this particular occasion. Professor McKean, your remarkable journey spanning academia, consulting, entrepreneurship, and executive leadership serves as an inspiration. Your pioneering work in analytics, structured problem solving, and experiential learning resonates deeply with our own academic mission and with our own vision of empowering students to solve real-world challenges. The value that you place on crossing disciplinary boundaries and your passion for mentoring the next generation of leaders could not be more relevant to the culture that we nurture here at the Sister Nivedita University. We look forward to 2 weeks of vibrant discussions, capacity building sessions, and innovative workshops spread across multiple departments from engineering and business to law, healthcare, allied health science, and media. We are confident that your insights will not only enrich our classrooms, but also will leave a lasting impact on the academic and professional journeys of our students and faculty alike. Let us together use this opportunity to learn, collaborate, and move forward as a community that values innovation, knowledge sharing, and excellence. Once again, Professor McKean, welcome to SNU. We wish you a memorable and inspiring stay with us. And we wish that you love every moment of your stay here, enjoying our hospitality, and also looking at the vibrant culture that Kolkata has to offer you. I'm sure you have got already a glimpse of that. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you, sir, for those deep and inspiring words. India's rich cultural heritage is a vibrant tapestry woven from diverse traditions, philosophies, and practices. From the soulful rhythms of classical music to intricate hand-woven textiles, from architectural splendors to spiritual wisdom of yoga and Ayurveda, India's cultural legacy is both ancient and timeless. Today, through the next event, we invite you to witness a glimpse of that legacy. Each performance you see is a reflection of a different tradition, different story, each woven together by a common thread of Indian identity. This cultural program will be performed by the students of the Department of Performing Arts, Sister Nivedita University. Let us begin this celebration not just of art, but of shared human heritage. Rabindranath Tagore is an inseparable part of Indian culture. The first song penned by him, Akash Bhora Shurjo Tara, is a song with a devotional and spiritual tone, reflecting the idea of oneness of the individual with the universal soul. I dwell within the infinite. Infinite dwells within me.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for this wonderful song. The next song would be a Baul song. The Baul songs are a vital part of spiritual and cultural heritage, deeply rooted in the rural traditions of West Bengal and Bangladesh. The Baul songs have been recognized by UNESCO as intangible cultural heritage of humanity in 2005. Now, the song you have just heard is a kirtan, which is an important form of devotional music in the Indian subcontinent, especially in Bengal. They aim to express devotion or bhakti toward a deity, most often Krishna or Radha in the Bengali tradition. Now you are going to hear a song which is a Baul song.
জলের ঘাটে আয়, কি সুন্দর সুরায়, জলের ঘাটে দেখা আইলাম কি সুন্দর শ্যামরায়, জলের ঘাটে শ্যামরায় তোমায় শ্যামরায় জলের ঘাটে আইলাম কি সুন্দর শ্যামরায়, জলের ঘাটে নীতি 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 শামুকায় নীতি নীতি আয় সলের ঘাটে আইলাম কি সুন্দর শ্যামরায়, সলের ঘাটে হাতে বাঁশি মুখে হাসি, বাঁশি বাজায় শ্যামরায়, হাতে বাঁশি মুখে হাসি, বাঁশি বাজায় শ্যামরায়, হাতে বাঁশি চাঁদ বদলে বাজছে সুর শোনা যায়, চাঁদ বদলে বাজছে সুর শোনা যায়, সলের ঘাটে দেখা আইলাম কি সুন্দর শ্যামরায়, সলের ঘাটে ভাই বেড়াদার অমর বলে ফাইলাম রে হায়, ভাই বেড়াদার অমর বলে ফাইলাম রে হায়, ভাই বেড়াদার ফায়দাম হৃদয় ফিরছে নাই, ফায়দাম হৃদয় ফিরছে নাই, জলের ঘাটে দেখা আইলাম কি সুন্দর শ্যামরায়, জলের ঘাটে দেখা আইলাম কি সুন্দর শ্যামরায়, জলের ঘাটে দেখা আইলাম কি সুন্দর শ্যামরায়, জলের ঘাটে
Thank you so much for this wonderful performance. We would now like to invite Professor Oyun Mukherjee for his guitar performance. Can we please have Professor Oyun Mukherjee on stage?
Greetings, everyone. I am Owen Mukherjee. As you know, that art is just a self-reflection of ourselves. So this piece is known as reflective.
Thank you, Ayun, for this mesmerizing performance. It's time now for some classical dance performances to be performed by the students of the Department of Performing Arts.
Good morning. I am Farzana Yasmin. Today I am going to perform Kuchipudi dance. Item Puja, Rag Malika, Tal Aditalam.
Kuchipuri is a traditional invocatory piece, a type of puja or prayer that marks the beginning of a Kuchipuri dance performance. It is a vibrant and rhythmic dance sequence dedicated to the deities, often performed as the first item in Kuchipuri repertoire. I'll request all to be a bit patient because we are facing a technical glitch here.
भुवनं यस्य वाचिकं सर्ववाङ्मयम् आहुर्यं चन्द्र कान्ति मन्दे Anjali,
It's time now for our second dance performance, and the performer herself will give an introduction of what she is dancing on.
Namaskar, Namaste everyone. This is Shantosri Shashmal. I'm a PhD scholar in the Department of Performing Arts. Today, I will be presenting Odissi dance. Odissi is one of the 8 classical dance forms in India. This is Savan, the month of Lord Shiva. Shiva is a yogi who who has a yata in his head, who holds river Ganga also who wears moon on his forehead, who wears akanda flower on his neck, also a snake in his neck, who holds a trishula and damru in his hand, who is draped in a tiger skin, who smears holy ash on his body. We worship Lord Shiva as many forms like Nataraj, the cosmic dancer, Shivlinga, the symbol of creation, and Neelkantha, who drank poison to save this world. Today, my prayer to Lord Shiva, O Savior, O Protector, protect us, save us to cross this ocean of worldly existence. Today, I'll be presenting Gangadhara Shankara, uh, like, dance presented by me and choreographed by my guru, Srimati Rosalind Mohapatra.
We have now come to the end of our cultural event. I hope our esteemed guests liked the performances. Music and dance have a unique ability to transcend Before I call Professor Shannon McKean on the dais, a brief introduction about him. Professor Shannon McKean is a professor of practice at the Wake Forest School of Business. He serves as executive director for the Center for Analytics Impact. Prior to Wake Forest, Professor Shannon served as the director of strategic engagement with the Renaissance Computing Institute at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. He has 25 years of executive experience in sales, marketing, and general management with extensive expertise in growth strategies, new products, and strategic planning. As a consultant, Professor Shannon has worked in interim senior management roles for companies going through restructuring or strategic repositioning in the textile space. His areas of expertise include team-based experiential learning, consulting frameworks, sales, marketing, decision-making. His research interests include project-based experiential learning, structured problem solving in uncertain and ambiguous circumstances, and consulting skills and frameworks. May I now request Professor Shannon McKean to come to the dais and address our faculty members and students. Kindly
Professor Mitra about this event, the ceremony of welcoming someone. It's something we do not do at Wake Forest. I think he and I are going to try to make it happen at Wake Forest because it's a wonderful event. So I'm going to be here for 2 weeks, and after hearing all the topics that we shared with the Honorable Vice Chancellor and Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, I think maybe I need to stay longer or come back again. I'm looking forward to the conversations with the faculty and with the students. Hopefully I'll get a chance to meet you all. I have a lot of thoughts and ideas around artificial intelligence and experiential learning, but I find that I learn as much from these trips as hopefully I deliver. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I think that life is a journey. It was a journey to get here. My journey to academia has been interesting, but I think it's progress that I'm looking forward to learning with you all. So thank you so very much. I look forward to it.
Thank you, sir, for those words. We are also looking forward to have a meaningful conversation with you. Before I call upon Dr. Anando Mitro, I would like to introduce him. Dr. Anando Mitro is a professor at the Wake Forest University, renowned for his pioneering work in the field of communication and media studies. With a PhD in communication from the University of Illinois, Professor Mitro's research focuses on the intersection of technology and human interaction, particularly in the realm of social media and digital narratives. In addition to academic pursuits, Professor Mitro is actively involved in mentoring students and young researchers, emphasizing the ethical implications of technology in society. His contributions have not only enriched his students' learning experiences, but have also significantly impacted the field of communication studies. I now call upon Professor Anando Mitro to the dais.
Thank you. This is an amazing moment for me because, as our Honorable Vice Chancellor said, this started in 2021. looks like a long time ago, post-COVID, and my vision was precisely this, and it's happening. To have somebody like Shannon sitting in this room, delivering a brief welcome message, and all of the time he'll spend, because it mirrors exactly what has happened in Wake Forest in 2024, wasn't it, Shannon? Last year, when we could invite not an academic, but a person from Kolkata, a former VP of Cognizant, and he came and spent 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks with us, met with Shannon, and this is exactly what I had hoped I would be able to do. I'm from Kolkata. For a moment, I'll slip to Bangla. আমি কলকাতার ছেলে, কলকাতার মানুষ। এটা যে হচ্ছে গায়ে কাঁটা দিচ্ছে, যে this is happening, that finally an institution like SNU and that the institution that gave my life to 40 years at Wake Forest, we can bring them together. And this will continue. I don't know where to start to thank people. I mean, this has taken a long, it's been a journey to get to this point, and I hope this journey continues. Thanks to, without a doubt, SRC sir. When he came and visited in our home in Winston-Salem last year, again, my dates are mixed up, it was such a wonderful visit, by the chance. Such a humble human being. We sat down for lunch at our little home in the dining table, and we have a dog. He spent more time with the dog than with anybody else. And Dr. Bose, Shonku Bose, who is not here, your GCO, Dr. Bhaskar Rai, who heads up your institutions in North Bengal. It all started with that. I mean, it kind of finished with that, and we decided to do this. Without a doubt, Professor Chattopadhyay, your Vice Chancellor, without him, this would not be happening. Dr. Pine, I don't believe Dr. Pine is here right now. And then Honorable Pro VC, Dr. Day, we've been working together. But that's just the top. But there's so much more, so much more. I'm going to mention the name because I've come to know this, your young faculty, young, I think, faculty recently who has been absolutely marvelous in helping me get this going and helping Shannon, Dr. Monirul Islam of the School of Business. So the names are endless. Dr. Parik, media. I don't want to miss any names, and I know there'll be time enough for thanks. And as the gambler said, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Thank you, guys. You're going to do this. You're going to be really fun 2 weeks. Be ready.
Thank you, Dr. Mitru. We all here really look forward for a very interesting journey for the next 2 weeks. I would now request Dr. Monirul Islam, the program coordinator of this event, to take on the dais and propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Monirul Islam, Associate Professor from the Department of Management, School of Business. Well, I feel that a program which spans for near about more than 10 days, it becomes very difficult for me to propose a formal vote of thanks, but because this is not the end of the program. This is just the beginning. এখন সবে শুরু হয়েছে, party abhi shuru hui hai, the thing that we call, right? So as Professor Mitru mentioned rightly, that in these 10 days, there would be immersion session with the students. So as you see, we have an expert in what? Analytics. This particular analytics can make your career to move ahead. So I'm sure the departments, 7 different departments, Professor Shannon would be addressing those students, say School of Business, comprising of Commerce, Management, Economics. We have Department of Law. We have Department of Journalism and Mass Communication. We have Department of Allied Health Sciences. And finally, we have the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. So, but I have to provide a formal vote of thanks. So hence it's go like this. Actually, I'm an impromptu speaker, not following certain, things. I follow Shantanu sir, who always speaks impromptu. I love that. So being a management professor, I have to be like that, not fix with the certain written piece of sentences. So it's my privilege and honor to propose a vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Dhrubajyoti Chattopadhyay, in absentia, Registrar Sir, Professor Suman Chatterjee. Then we have in absentia Group CEO, Dr. Shanku Bose. We have in absentia Pro VC Administration, Professor Supratim Sen. We have our very own Pro Vice Chancellor Academics, Professor Shubhendu De, and our distinct guest, Professor Shannon McKean. Me and Professor Mitro calling him Shannon. Sometimes Provisi sir got furious over me. That do not forget the culture of India. But so absolutely with all dignity and honor, Professor Shannon McKean, sir. And of course, Professor Anando Mitro, as he mentioned and spoke, he was very instrumental in making all the things happen. Apart from that, I would like to thank all the departmental faculty members, HODs and deans who has mobilized not only faculty members, but the students as well as managed the classes so well. So we can say and proudly boast of that we are not missing or cancelling any of the scheduled classes. We are making the last minute tuning and final touch. After today, we'll have the FDP one day FDP. Apart from that, we have a tri-country seminar on the final day, followed by a panel discussion. So the panel discussion will be headed and controlled by our own Professor Shantanu Reza, who would be looking bringing all the corporate executives. I would like to also thank the support from the technical team and the assistance that's being received, especially from the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication for all the recordings and all the flexes and all the things that's been done. I would like to thank Dr. Shumoli Pine, who was very instrumental in making all the logistics and things happen, starting from bookings and all these small, minute things. I would like to especially thank Department of Law, especially the HOD, our Bonita ma'am, for helping all the things wherever is being required. I understand today was their off, but because of for us, they came all the way. So a big round of applause to them. Thank you so much, ma'am. The same thing goes to the HOD as well as the arranger of computer science engineering, because again, they have some sort of understanding regarding the Monday. I would love to thank PDG sir. So all these arrangements is being done by PDG sir and technical and infrastructure team. So finally, I would fail to do in my duty if I do not thank the person whom he treated me not only a faculty, but like a raising child. It's none other than the Pro VC academics. He always called me like, Munirul, do this. He don't call me Munirul. He said Dr. Munirul. Not even a single day when I was talking with him. Even on Sunday, we spent till 5:30, sir. Yes. So he spends whole the day making things happen. So again, if I miss someone, all the people deserve a round of applause for making all these things happen. So it's a lovely meeting and having all of you here, especially my departmental colleagues, without whose support I cannot execute and bring the program to this. Thank you so much.
I hereby declare the closure of the first half of today's program, and I would request the student volunteers to accompany our guests to the VIP lobby for lunch. We have a lunch break till 2 today, and at 2:15 we meet again. Now, there has been a small change in the schedule. We will have the meeting at the boardroom from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Thank you. Namaste.